Hey everyone, welcome back. So today I thought it would be fun to do a pen only, or marker only in this case, plan with me in my daily duo from Erin Condren. Now this is the A5 size. The cover I currently have on here is from, the seasonal surprise box. This has already been sneak peeked, but the seasonal surprise box was available last week or the week before for order, and this is one of two cover options, and it looks really, really good with the colorful, this is the neutral harmony tabs. It looks good with the colors of the neutral harmony. I think that they've done really, really well with this, and it's nice to see that they're going to include covers that are going to look good with both colorful and neutral tab options. So kudos to them. So for the last few days, this has been it in my daily planner. I've really enjoyed just using pen, like not even highlighter, nothing else. Let me skip over my monthly section here because I don't really use it in this planner, but I think that this sometimes is like the perfect amount of what I need in this planner. I absolutely love stickers, don't get me wrong, it looks cute, but sometimes I don't even have the time to sit down and do this, right? Or I start to feel like I'm doing this simply for the sole purpose of creating reels and creating content, and it can be a little draining. So today I am going to plan out the 3rd of September, which is a Saturday, and it actually might look a little bit similar to Friday simply because I had Friday off and now here we are on Saturday, and my schedule might look a little bit similar. So first things first, we're definitely going to sleep in. Now I am no professional letterer by any means, but this is just the way that I do things. And I'm just going to zoom you guys in a little bit closer so that you can see things a little bit more clearly, because I know that that's helpful. So I'm just going to kind of like in skinny letters do sleep in, and I'm probably going to bring it down to like right about here because Lord knows I do not sleep in all that much anymore. Like when people say, oh, I slept until like 9 or 10, I'm like, what's that like? You know what I mean? That's just not something that it's not something that I'm capable of doing. So there's sleep in, and I've done this before with stickers, but it's really not that bad if you just write it in. Okay, so I'm going to do my AM routine. I also don't use like stencils for my check boxes. Over time, you can really learn how to just do a checkbox without having to pull out any sort of extra materials. So we'll do AM routine first, and it's just how I do it every morning. I like to write out my AM routine and then put another checkbox for my meds and my vitamins. Never hurts to have a nice little reminder. Now I have had people ask, do you actually check these off as you do them throughout the day? Sometimes yes, sometimes I have to wait until the end of the day, and then I just go through and I check everything off. So it's a nice little reminder. All right, so next up I think we're actually gonna, instead of cleaning the house first, we're actually gonna go out and do some birthday shopping because it is Nathan's 20th birthday the following weekend. So it's actually the following Friday, so we wouldn't have time during the week to do any sort of shopping then. So probably head out around here and probably grab lunch while we're out too. Just do birthday shopping. Now, I'm also not a doodler. Like, I would not be able to doodle a shopping cart. It's just not, not something I know how to do. But I can like letter the hell out of some words. All right, so there we have got birthday shopping. We will probably go out to lunch. Probably just me and Jesse, or me, Jesse, and Kayla. Nathan actually has to work this day, so he won't be around while we are doing our birthday shopping. And then leave it blank because there's no way we would have already decided where we're gonna eat for lunch. Then I really want to spend a little bit of time cleaning up the house. I'm just gonna kind of put an arrow for that. I don't really get too complicated when I just do pen only. Like I could draw fancier boxes and do a drop shadow around the box and all that stuff. But again, I'm really kind of enjoying a week where it's a little bit more just very basic and minimal. So we're just gonna do clean house here. And I really like just sort of mixing up the cursive and then like the skinny lettering wherever possible, because it kind of makes it a little bit more interesting to look at. All right, then I definitely want to spend some time working on our meal plan, and I typically always do that on Saturdays. I did write it down over here on Friday, but that is definitely not happening. that's just real life. And then just some very simple dots for a little razzle dazzle. All right, and then for dinner, I know that we plan on barbecuing. Not exactly sure what that's going to be. It might be fajitas, but we kind of on a holiday weekend tend to barbecue quite a bit throughout the weekend. So that's what we're going to do there. Okay, that's in there. And then we are going to have a bit of a movie night, just because Friday night I'm doing a Friday Night Live over on Instagram, and then Planners and Wine has their Patreon live right after mine. So it's like, I love it because it's like a Friday night where you get to just spend it with your friends, but from a distance online. So that's pretty cool. All right, but we're gonna do movie night over here. All right, and then I always still make a space for my PM routine. I like personally having it down there, and I'm starting to feel like this pen is starting to dry out just a little bit. The marker that I am using is the Micron 03. Now my only issue with this, and it's the only issue that I have, is that I write pretty hard, so I can wear these down pretty quickly. So I normally buy like, I think it's a 6-pack, a 4 or 6-pack, and I can go through that in like 2 months, if that. Maybe a month even. It just depends on how much I'm using them, but they don't last very long for me. I get the 03 because it writes like an 05 for like the first week, and by the second week it's a 0.7, so it's great. All right, so on the to-do list for Saturday, I definitely want to wash towels, which I kind of feel like I'm cheating writing this down right now because I've already started on them. I've started on ours. The kids need to wash theirs, and oftentimes I will write things down that I'm not even doing. It's just for me to remind them to do, because yay, adult children. All right. Then I want to make sure that I dust. Of course, this is all part of the clean house area. I want to vacuum, and I want to clean our closet in our bathroom. I meant to write bathroom closet, but that's why I'm writing closet arrow bathroom. I purchased some containers recently to try to reorganize everything that's in the bathroom closet, because it's just kind of everywhere, like nail polish stuff, hair tools, and they're in baskets that are way too small. So I kind of need to clean everything out and reorganize it and then put it back on the shelves. So that's definitely going to be a project for tomorrow, because the containers are arriving on Friday. So that's going to be perfect for me to take care of that on Saturday. And then I want to make sure that I water my plants. I typically do it on Saturday. I'll slow down my watering here in the next month or so, so it'll be more like 10 days instead of every 7 days, and then kind of back off from there if it's not needed. So that is that. Next, I want to do a section for content, and I'm just gonna write content fairly large here. And then I could grab a ruler, but I'm feeling kind of like a rebel, and I'm just gonna draw a line myself, like just groundbreaking things here. All right, so I do want to spend some time editing some videos because I'm trying to stay on top of my schedule. I had a few bumpy weeks there where I wasn't posting as much because I just couldn't keep up with it, and now I think, fingers crossed, I have found a bit of a rhythm that I'm back in, so that is great. I want to go through my emails, and I also want to update my Notion, and that is the calendar that I use to sort of pre-plan out my content. I more or less use it as a guide. I'm not one of those people that's like, well, this is what Notion says I have to do, but it's kind of nice to see like a snapshot and kind of like a where I am in the progress of things. So that's what I'm doing there. And I'm trying to use it more. I kind of slacked off for a little bit, and now I'm like, okay, maybe that's the thing that I needed so that I could stay on top of my content a little bit more. So it seems to be helping, so that's great. All right, and then I just want to go through comments and messages, and I do want to post a photo to IG. Not a reel, a photo. Again, groundbreaking things here. All right, and then at the bottom here, I've been loving just kind of putting quotes down here. So I found one from Grace and Company. I follow them over on Instagram, and they always have really, really cute graphics. So I'm going to use their quote that says, "When you focus on the good gets better." All right, I really like the way that that looks. Let me just kind of pull you guys out a little bit, and this is how my Saturday is looking. I really, really love this, and this is really fun to create with just marker, right? Like, what a concept. Is this what we did before we had stickers? All right, guys, that is it for today's Plan With Me. I hope you guys enjoyed spending some time with me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. We are less than 100 subscribers away from 26,000, so I would love it if we could get there very, very soon. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.